how to play with two sensitivities at the same time in any game you want. So for this video, I'm going to try this on Apex Legends. And if the game you want is not on Steam, you can just add on Steam game. And you can do the tutorial on it. You go here on Steam, settings, and after that, click on controller and enable Steam input for Xbox. Click here for PlayStation. Make sure this says enabled. After that, go here on settings, properties, controller, and enable Steam input. Make sure this says this. And okay, so now what I mean by two sensitivities, you can call this sniper sensitivity or just more accurate sensitivity when shooting. So the idea, what I did is when I shoot, my sensitivity becomes slower, and if I remove my hand from my shooting button, look from my finger from my shooting button, look how fast this becomes. Let's try this. Look how slow it becomes. So you can track targets better. So to do this now, click on this icon and choose any official layout for Apex Legends. For example, you can choose exactly this one. And if you have messed around with it in the past, you can just revert changes to the default. And after that, click on Edit Layout. And right now, first of all, you need to create an action set. So go here, action set, and it says here default. Click on settings, click add layer, and then name the layer anything you want, and click on OK. And after that, it's going to be like this. I name my layer as GG, and after that, click back and click edit layout again. So now we have the default sensitivity, the default layout / sensitivity, and if we go to the right, it says GG, the second sensitivity. Okay, so first of all, okay, so that was the first step. Now the second step is to locate our shoot button. So we can, when we hold down our shoot button, the sensitivity changes. The sensitivity becomes slower. And bear in mind, like, you can get creative with this. I'm just telling you the basic stuff. You can get creative, like do the things you want, fine tune it, and do whatever you want. You don't need to stick to what I said in this video. So right here, I shoot with my left bumper. So you can, if you shoot with your triggers, go here and set the full right trigger, this one, or thoughtful, this one. You can set it both. So I'm gonna go to the bumper, which with the button that I shoot with, the left bumper. It says here left bumper. So click on settings here and click on add extra command. And after you click add extra command, go to action sets and click on hold action set layer. And after that, layer says choose the layer. My layer is GG, so I click on confirm. I'm not gonna click because I already did that. So as you can see here, it says command 2 hold action set layer GG, and this is command 3. I'm gonna delete this because this is extra. I don't need this. Okay, so now the second step is done. And the third step, before we go to the third step, I'm going to go to the sensitivity section, right joystick behavior. I'm going to click on settings. I'm going to explain some things here before we go to the sensitivity thing. So this is the default sensitivity, basically, the default layout. The horizontal scale means right and left, your sensitivity right and left. The vertical is up and down. And the stick response curve means like if you move your, so linear means if you move your stick, it will move in a 1-to-1, like there's no smoothing, there's no slowness, there's nothing. So if you choose custom curve or relaxed, and what this will do, like your for example, if you choose relaxed, your stick, if you move your stick like 50%, your stick will move in game, like physically 50%, but in game will move 30% or 20%. So this in paper gives you more room for fine control and more accuracy, but you have to try it to see how it affects your aim. And if I go here and select custom curve, so this custom curve, if I drag this to the left, this will basically become slower, like the sensitivity will become slowly to the high, like it will give me more room for fine control, but I mean, it's gonna be slow. But if I choose drag this to the right, it's gonna be fast. It's gonna reach its maximum faster. So for this video, this is the default 200. I'm gonna stick to linear. These are my settings right here. So after that, the dead zone, I'm choosing custom, and basically I set this to 0. The left side is on 0, so I don't have any external dead zone by Steam input, and the right side is on 100, so I have the maximum stick size. And if I drag this below 100, the stick size will be smaller, so the sensitivity will become faster. And if you're a really good player, you can just drag this a little bit and make the sensitivity faster. And you can create a dead zone too. If you like it, you can create it. You can fine tune it how you like. And dead zone shape, I choose circle as the default. You can choose whatever you want, but circle is the default. And right here, show advanced option says I enable this anti-deadzone. What this does is it deletes the in-game dead zone and basically adds drift. I play with drift, stick drift, because I can track targets better, and I can move my stick to the targets faster and freely and reactively, and I can wiggle my stick really easy. Anti-deadzone buffer, this works with anti-deadzone, so if you put this 1000, this will cancel this by percent and percent and percent. So I do not like this one, anti-deadzone buffer. I do not use it because this just cancels this, and this anti-deadzone buffer basically creates a dead zone. I mean, you can get creative, just do the thing you want, but I do not use the anti-deadzone buffer. Now we go to the third step, which is we switch to the second sensitivity. So the second sensitivity, when you switch here, for you, is going to say inherited, inherited. You either click here and instead of inherited, joystick inherited, you choose joystick, or you just click on settings here and settings here, and it's going to be like this, joystick, joystick. So after that, right joystick behavior, you can just basically copy what everything here, you can just copy it. So let's go back to the tutorial. It says right joystick behavior, click on the settings here. As you can see here, I only decrease the horizontal scale to 90, which is the left and right sensitivity, so I can track the targets better, but I did not decrease the vertical scale because this will affect the anti-recoil, like the control recoil sensitivity, and it will be bad. So I only decrease the horizontal, which is the left and right, so I can track targets better and aim better in general. So I put it to 90. You can fine tune this on the fly. You can just put it on 95, 98 and go back to the game and see how it feels. And for the stick response curve of the second layout, second sensitivity, I did not play with this. As you can see, everything's 0, 100 is the same circle. I only increase the anti-deadzone, so I also have more drift, so I can track targets better and I can wiggle my aim even more. And yeah, in Apex you need a reactive stick, so you can track targets better. If you have a stick that has a big dead zone and like you cannot track targets, it's really hard. If I play with dead zone, I need to play with a lot of drift. Like a lot of pros are playing linear non-dead zone, 4-3 linear non, and if I play 4-3 linear non, it's so fast. Like the crosshair moves so fast. But if you do the double sensitivities, double dead zones, I have another tutorial on double dead zone. You can actually play linear non-dead zone, like you can play it with the double dead zone, like a small with none. So there's a lot of creativity on this thing here. You can just fine tune it however you want. And yeah, you can actually just copy my settings and play with it. I'm pretty sure these are really good settings. And yeah, if you guys have any question, just comment below the video. If you do not know if there's anything wrong, you can just comment, and I will be really happy to help you guys.